This is your boy Shaka252 bringing you another video. And as you can tell, I am not in Kentucky, even though it looks just like Kentucky, but I'm back home in my hometown, Tyner, North Carolina, the street I grew up on. I'm at the house I grew up in, my grandma's house. So for all my boys out there, this is my personal drag strip, and as you can see, they just repaved this road. This street has not been paved since I was like 7 years old, maybe. I was like 7, and they're just now repaving it. It hasn't been paved, man, since I was like 7. Shit, I'm 34 now, you know what I mean? So this is crazy. I didn't even realize it was blacktop until I came out here. It was about, it took me like 11 hours to get here. I worked all day. I worked from 8 to 4:30, and then as soon as I got off work, loaded up the car, hit the road, and I got here probably about right at 5 o'clock this morning. You know, because of the stops and everything, kind of put me back. But anyway, as you can see, I am in the boondocks, and those blocks back there is cotton. And that is, I hadn't seen that in a long time. Yeah, there's cotton back there. But anyway, probably sometime later today, I'm going to answer to RT Life's 0 to 60 challenge. The best time I've got on this street, it was about 6 months ago. I hit 4.7. I think a couple of times after that I hit 4.7, but I still have my 245s on it. But I'm gonna upgrade next year. I want to upgrade my tires in the rear, but I may just wait until I order my wheels next year and work on that. But outside of that, like I said, this is my personal drag strip. Even though it takes me a long time to get here, I'm out in the middle of the boondocks, and it is cool with me because I don't have a strip like this in Kentucky. I'm sure there are some, but I have not found one yet. So I'm gonna put in those times. I'm gonna do my 0 to 100s. Maybe even race a couple of people down here just to see how the car reacts on this blacktop. Let me check out my brother's cars. And I know it looks like usually, I don't know, he's missing some cars, but anyway, that's his wife's car. That's the legend right there. No, this is the true legend right here. This is my old truck. It don't look like much right now. It's dirty as hell, but this is my 1998 Toyota Tacoma, and it probably has about over 300,000 miles on it, I'm sure. My mom and my stepdad ended up giving me this truck my second year in college when I was 19, and I had it ever since. I had it all the way up until 2009. I still had it in 09. That's when I got my Navigator. But I had both vehicles. But then when probably 2012, when I was getting ready, I figured out I needed to go to the Army, or I ended up joining the Army. I forgot how I got my truck down here. How I can't even remember. That's crazy. I can't even remember how I got this vehicle down here. Obviously, two people came up and drove it back, but I know my brother definitely did that, but I can't remember how that worked out. But anyway, this is my baby, and I don't know how the door's locked. Yep, looks like, I don't know if I can see it. 346,457 miles and still running. Because when I had it, when I got the truck, it probably already had my stepdad drove it to death. So when I got it in 2002, He bought it brand new in '98. He bought this truck brand new in '98, and I didn't get it until 2002 when I was at North Carolina A&T, my second year. And it probably, I'm sure he had over 100,000 miles on it because he stayed on the road driving all the time. But yeah, it is what it is. There it is. This, I think when I had it, the only thing I had to replace on it was the water pump and tires. That was the only thing I ever replaced on it from 2002 all the way up until 2012. And I'm no mechanic by no means. That's my brother. We're like somewhat complete opposites. He was the car guy. I was a dude that was like, where's the Nintendo at? Let me play on the Nintendo. I used to tear stuff apart and put it back together. So I'm the tech guy. He's the mechanic. He's the true country boy. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know what I was doing. I went to Firestone. They were like, yeah, we can put in this water pump for $800. Mind you, at the time I was working at Enterprise, man. I'm gonna give y'all a story one day about how I came up with whatever. But anyway, I was working at Enterprise part-time, making $7.50 an hour part-time work. We weren't even making 80 hours every 2 weeks. And I go to Firestone, they're telling me $800 to put in the water pump. So me being me, I went to Advanced Auto Parts. I bought the part myself. A buddy of mine that has some tools, he came by the house, or came by my apartment. I was like, hey man, I gotta put this water pump in. This was before like YouTube, man. This was way before YouTube. And I got out there and I got under that hood, man. I started undoing stuff, and it was just like, it took me from the time I got off work until like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I put that water pump in myself. That was a huge accomplishment for me at that time. When this water pump went out, that was a huge accomplishment. And I just thought about it. I replaced the radiator. So anyway, enough about the legend, because it was good seeing it. I hadn't seen it in a long time. And right here, you got my brother's Mustang Ford Mustang GT. I think this is a 2016. It's clean though. He hardly has any miles on it. He never drives this car. And I think he's got 315s in the back. Yeah, Desert Hawks. Got 315s in the back. 5.0. This thing is clean. He won't race me. That's the thing. He won't race me. He will not race me. I hope, and if he's watching this video, he needs to race me. Hopefully I can get him to race me while I'm down here. But he will not race me. When I first got this down here, he drove my car. He did a down and back. Came back in the yard. My cousin Kelvin. Alright, so he did a down and back with my car, pulled it back in the yard, threw me the keys and said, I'm not racing you. So that was it. And he was dead serious about it. He did not want to race me by no means. So alright, YouTube. I'm going to test out my 0 to 60 and probably a 0 to 100 all at the same time on my personal track. Alright. 10.1. Yeah, 10.1. Let me start from, see, like, I think on that black top, it won't catch any grip because I was just burning out the whole time. So we're gonna do 0 to 100. I was 0 to 60 again.
I'm gonna get a better grip on this.
You good?
Yeah.
Like it's doing more burning out now than what it did before. This black top is fresh, so I cannot get any grip, and it does not help that I still have those 245s on the back because it's burning out a lot more, way more than what it was before. And if you can see down here where the black top stops, the road used to be like this, and I got way better traction on my 0 to 60. So you see the little kid back there, they looking. 5.0, I can't get any traction, it's just burning out. You good back there? 5.0. My 0 to 100, 10.1. That's still my best. Let me see if I can get my quarter mile times. I did my 8 mile time was an 8.5, and my quarter mile 12.8 was my best. I'm gonna do one more, and I'm gonna leave it alone. 0 to 60. Yes. Shit, I didn't even look at damn cars. Where did I start at? Alright. This is what we're gonna do. I had it. Oh, yeah. Make sure ain't nobody coming. I forgot I had this. Launch control. Activate launch control. Oh, shit. 4.7. hear that noise?
Pull up. Pull up and back in the yard. See what it is.
Oh, we start recording.
Yeah.
Till you can get the right stuff. See, gotta find my jump.
That's my little shroud. Little
That car
shroud
will
came
roll out
out.
of there.
Huh?
That car will roll out of there.
So this came down. Mysteriously missing. Can't even find my hand. There it is. These bolts, the little clips came out, and it was dragging the ground. I was driving. I was like, "What is that?" Because the entire drive down here kept hearing something whistling, but I had no idea what it was. So it was this hanging down. It was probably slowing me down with the drag.
White guys,
Oh yeah,
everybody.
Big Roger told me to tell you.
I ain't wearing that sorry, Ralph.
He said, "Tell him that's all right. I'ma still pimp him, and I got his golf
Go
cart."
kart. You know the big boy bought the land over here.
No, Roger, his girl.
Big Rod.
his
Oh yeah,
girlfriend.
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
Rascal.
Yeah. Sorry, Rascal. You trying to
Oh.
tell me I'm hurtful? My brother drive a Cavalier. What are you talking about? I heard about you. I know about you.
I'm gonna tell you what he did. He bought a chemist from somewhere. He said
I
he
saw it.
Had it back behind the shop. He done sent that to the machine shop.
Before I left, it was sitting back there.
I heard in the boondocks, bro. It's all good though. As you can see, I already been out here acting up.